losing rounds out. They were a little bit too passive here and there. But now on the T side, they definitely cannot afford that whatsoever.
I like the way Insane is sneaking a bite to eat before the round gets underway. There's no doubt anyone would be left feeling exhausted and hungry after the length of that first game, but hungry for the opening frags. Is married towards top middle. Babs dink down to just 5 HP very early doors. Does manage to make her escape back down towards bottom mid. Or she was, yeah, I know what I'm talking about. Babs is player number 1, not player number 5. The HP was deceptive, but Olga manages to slip past Sidon, who is not going to give her a second opportunity to do so. 5 versus 3 straight off the back of things. And that is a very nice play from Black Dragons, clearly still eager to fight for a victory despite their map being stolen away.
Yeah, Black Dragons have actually a very good shot of winning the pistol round again, because they have won both pistols over on Dust 2. Oh, but Iza is definitely looking to put a stop to that. And 2 players on the Black Dragon side are low, but so is Car. Iza just doesn't stop. Now, I think things are pretty even on the board, but now with Lay grabbing a kill, a lot of pressure onto Iza, and she now falls as well. And Black Dragons, they do steal it away, and the pistol round now goes in their favor. It's a great start, no bomb plan. And this is now the moment for them to capitalize on the momentum they had in that first map.
That's a good round to get your composure back as you win that opening pistol. And now they will have a far superior buy to that of FURIA. As you said, they don't get the bomb down, and so they will not be going for that coveted second round force buy. It is just the Glocks they'll be left to play with here. And with those Glocks, they'll be stacking up top mid with a lurker in Gabby clinging onto that bomb. Now, this is a test of discipline for Black Dragons. Do they go hunting for the eco frag and leave the A-bomb site unguarded when that mid push eventually comes on in? Or will they play the time right and not over-rotate to deal with this push of Glocks? Now, 4 Glocks surging down middle. Will land a dink onto Lay and a follow-up body shot, but Insane catches Iza off guard, and Car falls down as well. Bomb finally out of Palace. Should be going down fairly promptly to sign on, as Mari does manage to find a kill for her troubles. Could be a double, but shut down by Anna. And all in all, a fairly clean round for the Black Dragon side. Very unfortunately, though, they don't grab that secondary A1S before the time runs out.
But nonetheless, it remained pretty clean. But of course, FURIA up with the buy-in. This is a very similar fashion as to how Dust 2 started out. Black Dragons first 2 up on the board, then FURIA were able to buy up. So on paper, the buy is a bit better. And they're going to be trying to swarm down middle. 3 players already here, throwing a bit of utility around as they are looking to just try to see where they can head towards, spread out across the map, a bit more of a default play, and eager to look how Black Dragons will respond.
Well, so far, they've played a patient game, but as soon as I say that, Anna takes a fight towards the B apartments. And that is a nice shot from Iza and towards middle there. As Lay will fall early doors. A player who definitely needs to showcase herself far more going into the map of Mirage here. But Iza, as she goes in towards Connector again, looking for a frag towards that A side, but it's very messy from the pistol. Thankfully, Anna and Sinon are there to clean things up. Gabby up from T-Rep does catch one in reply. This is where things get dangerous, as it's just Mari in the 1v3.
She does have the bomb, but she's going to be heading the way of where currently the majority Insane is holding it, but there's also a player very close to have some backup in jungle. Oh, now Insane peaks. And it's unfortunate timing. And it leads now Mirage. Oh, Marie stopping the bomb plan. No, the timing. Well, okay, luckily for her, she gets away with it. But at least it caused the CTs to be ever so close. She needs to isolate both fights if she wants to win, but obviously she has no idea where they're going to be coming from. One above her. Oh, well, and Anna, without a doubt, can spot her. So there wasn't too much of a difficult retake. Props from Marito for still trying to hold on, but yeah, with no utility and simply no intel, it's hard. And Black Dragons capitalize on the back of those 2 rounds, and this is what they definitely need. This is a great confidence boost, and just the hold on the side was beautiful to watch.
Yeah, I mean, it was unlucky for Marie, as you said. She just got absolutely sandwiched by the rear flanks. And the fact that she doesn't get that initial bomb plant down means she doesn't have the confidence to reposition to the other side of the A site because she has no intel, and it could have been suicidal had there been anyone close by. But she will be looking to rectify that in the coming round. It's a force? No, it's a half-buy round, with the exception of Gabby on a Hero AK or the side of FURIA. As again, they struggled to get off to as good a start as they did in the previous game. And I guess that is just down to the nature of it being the T side again. FURIA definitely struggled on their T side. And it became more and more apparent as the overtimes kept coming and coming. But Isa, her frags looking to keep on following the same trend as she chases an AWP through jungle. And that is a big upgrade, almost finding Lay as well. But we're back down to a 4v4 here.
The weapon is not really recovered, and now Marie also does fall, make it 2 kills now. Advantage in favor of Black Dragons. Carp. Ooh, alright. That's a nice shot. And at least that means the bomb can be planted, so it's a nice chunk of money. Now, going into the next round, perhaps Gabby can deal a bit of more damage, and she will to Ana, but it's not a kill, so 3 of them remain alive. And a 4th round to the board, and they keep winning these rounds now in a little bit of more of a dominant fashion. Of course, now a rebuy will come in for FURIA, so this round definitely will be important, because if Black Dragons wins this one, they are definitely setting the pace.
Yeah, I mean, they've come out the starting block swinging for the heads of FURIA here. And if FURIA aren't able to quell this momentum, then it could cause serious ramifications down the line. An early window smoke to give them a one-way into middle should the mid-smoke be deployed. And I do believe that is the case. It is a run boost for Cart. Oh, no, okay, it's not even a boost for Cart, as they accidentally fall off twice in the proceedings. But that is a brutal grenade on Tamari in the back of the B apartments there. Molotov again forcing her further back into the depths of whence she came. Zana styling around B-bomb site right now. Great util, but they need to be careful not to use up too much of it, because if FURIA repeats history from the previous map, they do like to go for a very late fast hit towards a bomb site, and Black Dragons will need all the utility they can muster in order to deal with such a play.
Contact is about to be met very soon.
No.
Oh, no. Oh, man, that flashbang just blinded her at the very last second. But now Black Dragons, again, a very strong hold, a player advantage with a bit of damage dealt onto Marie. So everything aligns again for Black Dragons, but the bomb now has been planted. There is a flashbang and a nade left, and now a kill for Gabby on the board. This needs to be it. And Cuz very much exposed, but luckily for them, both of them are coming from the same angle. There's now a smoke on the site, but slowly time is chipping away, and they are struggling to find the players. Gabi even remains alive in that duel, and well, that has to be the call. Insane, of course, has that orb in her hands, and FURIA finally strike win a round after they are really well positioned there and after plant. And Black Dragons this time around can really get their foot in the door.
Call me crazy, but I really want this map to go to a convincing win for Black Dragons, because I want us to see a third map here. Like, I really want them to have enough confidence to come back and swing out the gate on Nuke, just like they have done on this map, and really just surprise everyone and FURIA in the opening game of the South American season. I don't know, I might be crazy, but I think that would be just the perfect way to start off a new season of Impact. Really highlighting the fact that this is a different team coming up against FURIA and Babs. The pistol goddess finds 2 more 1-digs to the tally, causing not another upset like this, surely. She's done it with a P250. Can she really do it with a deagle as well?
Well, this can become a problem shortly. The bomb is lost. There's another rifle on the site. And, oh, yes, there's time for FURIA to work with, but actually, even the utility, they don't have that much left. Perhaps, oh, the Molotov will make things very tricky, and Car will grab that kill onto Insane. So that's now also another rifle lost. And now, you know, the pistols definitely struggle against the rifles, but a lot of players are extremely low, and Babs now grabs two more to her name. She could do it with an ace against the armor of Gabby, and she does exactly so. She grabs it up, steals away the round, and man, that's a slap in the face for FURIA.
Oh, man, as I said, Babs is my absolute player to watch in this one. That is the second time that she has stolen a round away from FURIA single-handedly with her pistol prowess. Look at this, dancing around them in towards Sandwich, and finds both 1Ds required to inevitably net herself a dazzling ace. I mean, that was super, super impressive. The trigger discipline as well. It all just came together like a charm.
My brain. Man, it's beautiful to watch her, and she has come alive. Already 9 frags in just 6 rounds. That's it's phenomenal. And now, you know, FURIA, I think they're feeling scared a little bit. I don't think they were the team to be scared, but definitely now they are struggling, and they need to come up with a new plan real soon.
Yeah, I'm still trying to formulate the words as I'm watching what's happening on the screen unfold, because I just did not expect Black Dragons to be delivering on any front at all. And like, even with a stand-in, mind you, Insane has been a very prominent player, especially over on that first map and getting to the overtimes. But yeah, FURIA have been almost disappointing in a lot of these instances. And it's clear to see that Olga has taken up an IGL role, because she's about to go 007.
That's so uncanny. I don't think I've ever seen that from Olga. It's just rough. FURIA need to get their heads together, remain calm, because I know FURIA are very, it could become a very emotional team. You know, in the heat of the moment, they want to win so bad that it can get into the heads a little bit. And this is the thing, you know, back when they were facing Enigma Galaxy, you know, they were up against all the other regions as well. But the thing they struggled with was adapting to other teams that play styles that were very far off from their own. You know, they could counter the very aggressive plays and, you know, mimic what their enemy is doing. But when a team is suddenly playing very different and you can't really anticipate on it, that's when things start to get in their heads, and that's what they struggle with against Enigma Galaxy. And from the looks of things, Black Dragons have definitely changed things up a fair amount, because suddenly FURIA's left with no answers.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever seen FURIA this hard stuck in a regular season Impact game. Again, we've talked about how they struggle to adapt to the playstyle of Enigma Galaxy, but this is a far cry from the #1 team in the world right now. Not that you would notice with the way that Black Dragons have been playing this series so far. They've been playing with passion, they've been playing with incredible skill, and at times they've looked a lot more cohesive than this FURIA side. And as they continue on down this path in Mirage, again, they're looking to take this to a third map. They're looking to snatch an opening win off of FURIA, which would be uncanny. And if we're looking at Group A a whole here, it's FURIA, Black Dragons, W7M, and Illusion. I can honestly say, I think Black Dragons stands a good chance of making it to the playoffs this time if they can continue this caliber of competition.
The Black Dragons, they did make playoffs previously, but that was with their old roster. Now with the new roster, I was a bit worried if the org has a lineup that could deliver the same potential. But so far, they are definitely giving us what we are looking for in this matchup. After the back then of Babs her ace, we now have landed ourselves in yet again another round where FURIA is able to buy up, but limited amount of util. Oh, and now Marie falls through the smoke. It read by Anna. And that at least opened things up here for the Black Dragon side. A little bit of less pressure to deal with in this round. And a bit more for FURIA.
Oh, Furia, that is just brutal as Olga spammed down to just 11. Gabby thankfully able to trade, but Sign-On trades right on back into a 4v3. We are thrust. As Black Dragons stand their ground. Bomb now making its way towards junglers. All three Furia players are stuck in towards window. They will be going through the murder hole, and appropriately named as Car immediately fell by the AWP. Olga unable to trade things out, and this flashbang from Insane could be the finishing blow required, but no. Shot missed off the back of the AWP, and now a 3v2 ensues. They have all the information they could possibly need on the CT side, and Sign-On's positioning is perfect. She just needs her teammate in Anna to start the rotation a little bit faster so they can set up a crossfire as they try and come out towards the A site.
They're still going to try and go for it. This player in Palace, little utility to work with, but Olga does fire with the AWP, and that's a player less, at least to deal with. She holds Palace, and oh, this is clean. She swings to the right angle, but misses the shot. Oh, and again, a missed bomb plant by Furia. This time it was Izza. Luckily, she can now hopefully recover, but it's not going to happen. Anna wins the duel there in a 1v1, now picks up the AWP. Even though it was a close affair, the Black Dragons, they remain. And again, each and every time you think Furia have what it takes to get back into a round, it does slip away just right there at the end.
I mean, look how happy Anna was when she sealed the deal there for Black Dragons. And she has every right to be. They are dominating Furia right now on the CT side. And this is going to be a serious problem for Furia if the T-side struggles are a reoccurring theme. And the fact that Olga can do that and they still lose the 2v1, again, it's problematic. And as you said, the second time now that Furia have gotten themselves so flustered, they missed the bomb plant, come off of it too early to try and reposition, and end up effectively costing them the entire round. Those valuable seconds are so costly when wasted in the way that they have been. 2 rounds now for Furia, and with a 5-round lead, normally we would be saying it's to the Black Panthers, but no, the Dragons instead just stealing ahead.
Yeah, they're on the roll, and they're eager to add even more to the mix. Now, bit of early pressure put onto the apartment, but Furia haven't really made up their minds just yet. They did leave over the player from A to come and rotate, pick up the bomb. So, by the looks of things, they want to split B, but the Apps players are perhaps a bit closer than those over towards middle, and there's 2 on short that could deal with them.
Yeah, those 2 on short could quickly become a pressing issue. Glad to see that Olga hasn't gone James Bonding, though. As instead, the util damage really puts a spanner in the works for this round number 8. But Olga, nice entry there. Good to see she's back to her winning mentality. Will double up, and that's a free B bomb site. Honestly, Black Dragons just call a save here. The money's not fantastic because of all of the close rounds they've been catching. But it looks as if Babs still wants to go for a couple of exits at least. Instead of going towards short, she does make a break for the apartments, and I do respect that decision-making, but this is a Furia round through and through. 5v3 in the post-plant, they still have util to work with, and there is not a chance in heck that Black Dragons are making their way back into this.
Black Dragons had a good idea. They were throwing that early nade that at least got 2 of the players to half HP, but as soon as they went and swarmed out, it was proved to be too much of a task to hold, and well, best to just save instead, as the money has run out actually for Black Dragons. Just, well, yeah, they've been struggling. You know, the rounds that they have been winning were still very close, and they have to reinvest round after round. But at least with these 3 saved weapons, they can drop some over, go again, and make sure they remain in the lead.
Yeah, I reckon a couple of not Mac-10s, MP9s to come out for the CT side here, or maybe some FAMASs to keep the Furia onslaught at bay, which they've been doing an impeccable job of thus far. Yeah, it was vital that they saved those guns on over, as Furia have slowly started to find their footing. But this is an identical replication of the previous scoreline, just in reverse. as Black Dragons went down 6-2, but after finding their footing, they did scrape 2 together in a row. I believe both of them were post-plant situations on the A site of Dust 2. Now, FURIA having success over towards B. Will they be looking to go back towards the site that they found a round on? Or is an A execute on the cards, as is looking likely from the way all of the girls are facing? Mid-smoke's coming back in again, and util drop towards the back of T ramp could indicate that Gabby's looking to entry out here. And with the space that she's taking, it looked an ideal time with only one player on the A site, but the Molotov will deny her presence. And with that, Black Dragons back in the driving seat in round number 9.
Yeah, FURIA just being patient, waiting out a bit of utility that was flying their way. And now smokes will be landing very shortly. One on connector, one in window, so at least the middle player can try and catch a lurk once the CTs do rotate over. But Simon has an idea. She knows where the players are. Oh, but the smoke fades, and it's actually favoring the FURIA girls. Now 2 kills, and oh man, it's all falling apart a little bit here for Black Dragons. Perhaps Babs, you have seen her before.
Oh, she's walked over.
Oh no, Anna, a lot of control.
How is she still alive?
Oh, this is rough, but luckily FURIA do fire back. Now, Insane in a 1 versus 3 is not quite gonna happen. But yeah, the FURIA goals, there were some small mistakes. Black Dragons ended up getting quite a bit of space, but just outnumbered there by the early frags happening on the site. I do have to admit, I like the idea of sign-in, but perhaps, yeah, it was a bit too risky. You know, the smoke, if someone is really up close, you could favor them, but perhaps they were thinking that was a bit further deep down ramp. But
I mean, that's the problem with the right angle peak, as the smoke fades there as well. It is a massive gamble, but not so much of a gamble in this one. Babs is back on the P250. Can she do something incredible? Probably not in this one.
Well, some eager frags here being picked up. Insane did actually grab Olga in the process. And Babs and Anna are here on A. And I actually don't know where the last 2 remaining CTs are. I think if Gabby picks up this kill, they will. But Gabby and Swing very easily pick them both up. And with just Olga fallen, the money is still in a great spot for FURIA to get back into this game. And an important one coming up for Black Dragons, because their economy, of course, a little bit more shattered. And slowly FURIA is creeping back here on their T side after... Yeah, they were 4-0 down, then eventually Babs had an insane ace. And Black Dragons were on a roll, but things have stalled a little bit. FURIA has come back.
Yeah, with the prospect of halftime looming, FURIA will be wanting to bag as many T-side rounds as possible, and in all honesty, 4 is not the end of the world, but I want them to get 6. I want to see 6 strong T rounds here from FURIA, and on the side of Black Dragons, I think 9 would also do them quite fittingly, as this is again a map that they have managed to push FURIA to their limits on before. A 16-14 scoreline not too long ago. But it is going to be a struggle as FURIA continue to dominate with their aggressive peaks. Mari catching Anna off guard once again, and Lei forced back to the B bomb site. Will be called out by flashbangs and might call an over rotation here. They may choose to split B, and that will still be a man advantage in play for FURIA as they hedge their bets towards short. But with another rotation in the back lines, that rear flank, if it comes in fast enough, could be crucial. But Isa, another great oak note, will now walk around the back of Sidon, and now with her position given up, she's going to double up as well. That's gorgeously done. A triple in total for Isa, and the rear flank in Babs will just be forced to save.
You know, all spiraled down on the back of that Miss Molotov. Then FURIA had an idea, okay, perhaps we could push this. And then already with the flank coming in through from middle, there was not a lot of control by Black Dragons at all there. And Well, here we have it. 4 players surviving once again for FURIA. And these are the perfect grounds for them to capitalize, continue the streak, and turn the tide.
Yeah, and with the changing of the tide, Black Dragons have really lost that air of dominance that they started this game out with, and the confidence that they were able to capitalize off the back of with Bams' incredible pistol play has all but dissipated into the wind, as FURIA are just monstrous, especially off the back of individual plays here. Isaac definitely shouldn't have been able to get to there, but look at the readjustment. The spray is gorgeous. And, well, this continuation of power could well be the end of Black Dragons. Again, this is the CT side, the side that was so dominant for both of our teams back on Dust 2. And if they can't find the 9 that I touted to them, then that really could spell trouble. Isaac, lovely kill onto the solo rifling player for Black Dragons, and with that, this round should already start to crumble in our midst.
Oh, well, already some nice eco frags going the way of FURIA, and I mean, they've been winning the past couple of rounds very cleanly already so far, so I honestly didn't really expect any less, and FURIA seem back in their old form, knowing, of course, how good they are over on Mirage, and of course, they have a ton of experience. They know how to bounce back. And they did the same thing in OT, actually, where first OT they struggled, got in the head a little bit, but then they just won 4 rounds in a row and ended it all there fair and square. Now, FURIA also on the back of a 5-1 scoreline. Well, we can all see that's a lot closer right now, 6-6. And, well, Car has that AWP still in her hands. Can't quite be said for the CT side, as we have Insane on a P90.
I'm here for it. I want to see some rushing action with a P90, but unfortunately she will be playing it a little slower towards the top of A ramp, and they're going for a crossfire setup, Fearless.
Oh, but
Oh,
no. Just with the aggressive push, and they were eager to do it previously, and now they were able to capitalize and make it work. Ooh, had to reload, but is right on time to grab another one. Perhaps even more, because there's 2 players left. 1 in Palace, 1 in Ramp. Oh, they're tapping away, and there we go. Signing with a 4th. Well, perhaps up for the ace.
Do we have 2 aces in one game, perhaps, as Gabby does keep the dream alive. Down goes Lei, who's been laid to rest rather too many times. 11, to be precise, in this half. She's not survived any round but 1, I believe, as Gabby is still kicking. But Bams will steal away the ace opportunity. Yeah, something that I've not really raised is the fact that it's not been a team effort for Black Dragons a lot of the time. Lei has given up the opening frag multiple times in towards middle and B, and that is something that will need to change, whether it be through repositioning or just having someone there to train her rather than going down in vain like she has so often done, allowing for FURIA to get their opening kill in a lot of these comeback rounds. But a great round there from Sinon as she obliterates everyone trying to push up ramp there, and gets very lucky with the timings on an aggressive play as FURIA tried to line up their ace smokes.
Again, on the way for an ace split. By the look of things now, a bit of utility being thrown, so they can slowly try and take control of that middle area, because quite a few amount of times that has come to bite them right from behind. Now, there's not that much utility left. It's mainly Marie with most of it in their hands. So everything will have to be calculated. And still plenty of smokes from Black Dragons their side in order to counter things, even a Molotov to stop them. So the longer FURIA wait, the more scary it will become. But is at least now with an opening frag, make it 2 now as Gabi also finds Sinon. And Sinon has been doing a really good job on this map so far, 15 kills. But she now also falls as Car. Well, they are just looking to make this round and put a bow on it. make it 7-7. The money, of course, not too great for Black Dragons. If they can at least save these 2 weapons, I think they can buy up the next. But yeah, we certainly are in for a very close first half again.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where this game develops to, and also excited to see whether or not Black Dragons can save over these crucial A1Ss. Ana being pressured at the back of the site there as another rotates on in from underpass. They've heard this, and because they've heard it, they've got their attention distracted. Gabby capitalizes, and Ana will fall. Insane is backing away towards short, manages to squeeze her way out of the sandwiching of FURIA players, and there will at least be 1 rifle saved on over for the CT side, but FURIA, with that 7th on the board, looking now hungry for an 8th. More than probable with the lack of util that will be developing on the CT side. Wow, they could really spin this half out of control for Black Dragons, who got off to such an impressive start.
A good start, but now things are looking a bit dire. FURIA has found the spirit back over from that first half over on Dust 2, and well, they've come alive. And now Black Dragons, well, I like what they tried to do over on A, but as you've mentioned, there seem to be a fair amount of struggles over towards the middle, where there's a bit of lack control, player early dying. And often now FURIA have been able to punish that, as they again go for a bit of a split push by the look it seems. This time again towards B, and there is in ladder to at least deal with potential crossing short players as Annex through the smoke. Well, that's a nice opening. Now they need to hold on to it and do not let it slip away.
One thing that, as harsh as this sounds, might have been helping Black Dragons get to this point today, though, is the fact that their lowest rated player has been subbed out for Insane, who has been living up to her namesake. And with Lei actually finding the opening frag in this round, this could well be an 8th on the board for the side of Black Dragons. Insane finding that 2nd kill means it's now a 4 versus 2 as they keep on filling up the feed, and the bomb has been dropped over towards TV room. Will have to be retrieved now by none other than Isa. As Car, with an AWP in towards CT, will get quickly dispatched off by Sinon. Bomb, though, can now make its way to a very lowly contested B site, but with that grenade flying on through, information has been given up to Ana, and Ana can just sit there patiently, call in some rotations, and that's exactly what's happening with 10 seconds left to spare. Isa has an impossible challenge, stuck again between a rock and a hard place, and Ana, all she has to do is swing from her steadfast position. And with that, we find ourselves coming to half-time. An exciting half from both teams, but ladies and gentlemen, we'll be bringing you the rest of the action after a short half-time break.
not gonna blow that trumpet, gonna make it pop. Make sure you move, take it to the next level. DJ, turn up the bass and the treble. Ayo, ayo, ayo. Check it, ayo, ayo, ayo. Check it. What you gonna do, what you gonna do now? What you gonna do, what you gonna do now? Ayo, ayo, ayo. Check it, ayo, ayo, ayo. Check it. So when you want it bad, then you better say what's up. Lose, lose bad. 'Cause if you want it bad, then you gotta be a bad boy. Lose bad. So when you want it bad, then you better say what's up. Lose bad. 'Cause if you want it bad, then you gotta be a bad boy.
Well, hello there, ladies and gents, and welcome back to the second half of Mirage. Black Dragons just about clinging on to a lead here as FURIA, well, they attempt to deal the pain, and honestly, they do so in the latter stages of that first half. They got a lot more rounds on the board than it looked likely, with a very shaky beginning, a 6-1 scoreline to Black Dragons at one point, but this second half pistol start is vital to us seeing which way this map is going to swing. Black Dragons lost in double OT on their map pick to FURIA over on Dust 2. They are, well, quite clearly furious and looking to exact their revenge on this second map. The map pick of FURIA, one that they remain undefeated on in their roster's history after 11 games. And that's a great start from Zynon.
Well, the nades, I do appreciate the idea, but they were already way too close in order to pull it out, and now the kills start to fall one by one. But hello, it's Issa with release in hand, and well, she grabs 3 kills with them, clean as you would like it to be. Okay, 2 players fell, but that was actually a pretty solid hold by FURIA.
So, do you know what it says in my notes for the 2 FURIA CT pistol rounds now? It just says B-Site Julies, because it was a 3k to the Dual Berettas over on Dust 2. It's a 3k, or is that 4k to the Dual Berettas over on Mirage. They have been instrumental in securing FURIA these pistol rounds on the CT side. And honestly, the carnage they have caused, the insult to injury they're adding, I wouldn't be surprised if that's gotten into the hands of Black Dragon a little bit. Bab's definitely not smiling as much as she was after her pistol earring in the first half, but I don't think Car will be either after getting mowed down by the Glocks. But it's a quick cleanup from the rest of her team, though. But Lay's planted the bomb? Okay, well, fair play. She pulls off the bait and switch.
That's a W. After the back of everyone being mowed down over a middle. I mean, I assume that FURIA was thinking, all right, they must all be around middle. But haha, they were fooled by the play of Black Dragons. So they have an extra bit of cash to work with now in the upcoming round. So they could have a bit of a better buy going up against FURIA, who still have 2 MP9s on the board. But yeah, I don't think FURIA are worried at all. They are now back in the lead. And honestly, they are sort of in their element going into the CT side. So it's definitely a scary prospect, and we still know how they've been able to conquer Mirage in the past. Now, they're looking for a bit of early control over towards the van position, it seems. No one really there. 2 players are in Palace, though, while the rest here is over towards the B apartments. Not really contact made so far, but at least a bit of presence noted. And, well, with that player deep in ramp, at least that's good for some extra intel. You can already see the attention does remain with B for now.
Yeah, what FURIA needs to do in this half is prove that FE doesn't stand for female, but stands for iron, as they look to build a wall around this Black Dragon's attack. And so far, they've done a good job at scaring them off in middle. Flashbangs do start to rain on down, and Car could be met with a full brunt of 4 players as they push down that middle side. The smoke continues to ensure she won't be catching anything in terms of information. But that is great from Isa and Olga. I've no idea how those kills have come on through, and I don't think Black Dragons have either, because they are still not reacting to it. Gabby, another great frag in towards the B apartments, and with that, in a matter of about 5 seconds, it is a 5v1, not a 5v2, as Mari chimes on in as well. Insane, no doubt going insane, in this complete isolation, has no idea what's happened to the rest of her team. It looked good. They took great mid presence. They used the util all right. And then they all just get mowed down to pieces.
Oh, it's rough. And now, oh, what can you do? Even a missed nose gun. Oh, my lord, that's just dirty.
Oh, no.
Olga. Oh, man. Well, I guess close range up against an up. That's what you have to do. And that's nice cash.
That is very nice cash.
Oh,
And enough
man.
of my wordplay, man. They just went straight for the kills.
Oh, but yeah, with that, Furia is on double digits and back with the pistols it is for Black Dragons. And, yeah, we have seen a fair amount of great pistol rounds from Black Dragons. Don't forget Babs with the ace back on the first half, but it's certainly a tough job, especially, you know, if you can hold off an angle better when you're on CG side with the pistol than T side. But NX, she's gonna go in hot, but does so way before the flashes even pop. Now a great extra flashbang. Oh no! Straight blind side in there as well.
No.
Oh man, that's rough. That's rough if you blind your own teammate. Yeah, so Furia can continue, win it cleanly as they should. But yeah, now it's back for a reinvestment on the side of Black Dragons.
I don't know why I found that so funny, but Sinon was just so cruelly blinded by the team flash. There was nothing she could do. I mean, look at this. She just sprints out right into the open and gets bullied by the cross-firing rifles there. Yeah, either way, that's a pretty solid round for Furia. They pick things up without too much of a hassle, and they're looking to do the same again against the gun round of Black Dragons now. And that is a precarious little boost. Does good damage to Insane, but won't find a kill. As Black Dragons will be thanking their lucky stars, that's the case. Lei does find the entry on towards Olga. Big scalp to be taken to Vitaly. Babs chimes on in, and Lei finds another. This is a great round from Black Dragons. An immediate resurgence from a crazy previous.
Definitely one they needed. Of course, now they need to hold on, because watch them now step up and actually hold this off. But I guess against 4 of the potential Ts could become very tricky. Now, there was a smoke being thrown over towards B, so you can still see Gabi a bit hesitant as to what to do, and now Marie also falls. So I think perhaps this, well, it doesn't necessarily have to be a save. There's plenty of money for you to work with. Ideally, you might actually want to try and chip away a weapon if
She
you
sees
can.
one.
Oh, well, she's an ID. But the player's going to lurk all the way and wrap around from B. Darby, certainly he is all the people walking around. Is a bit not
Oh,
too
no.
sure. Oh, it's a bit short. Will eventually swing here onto Annex. And now,
Okay.
it's actually 2 players quite far away. I mean, I don't think she can go in for a ninja, no smoke in hand, but a nice extra kill there for her. And, well, she knows there was a Palace player. She's looking perhaps deeper over towards Palace. But also Sinon hears those little footsteps. So they will be looking for each other. But would also be nice if Gabi can stay alive with that AK. Will do so. But it's nice economic damage being dealt. So you can already see Babs, for example, doesn't quite have enough to properly fall by. But I think with the 2 rifles saved, they are still in a good enough spot to do so, yeah. So Furia, 11-9. It remain here, but it is still very close.
Yeah, it certainly is. And with this gun round coming into the fray, oh, that is a brutal nade to start things off. 4 old Babs down to 67, meaning she is now within 1 tappable distance of those pesky A1Ss. But the A1Ss aren't going to get a crack at her just yet. Instead, Lei, again, the underpass lurker, forced back by the Molotov, has Babs instead covering a lot of ground in towards middle. Was that intentional? They're going to Molotov their own, well, smoke their own Molotov in towards the window. Lay has another smoke towards top of connector. Bomb is so far left in T spawn. And they are going to be giving up the majority of their mid control. But Carr won't be looking to give up apps control. Sees a player darting across. Unfortunate timing there as she unscopes, but will Molotov to keep people at bay. Bomb now making its way back over towards the B site. He's going to wait patiently with this Black Dragon squad. If they execute now, it will be a 3 versus 1 on B. They've got Isa who can come in from the short side of things. But Carr, as soon as she sees a body here, she will give the rotation call, but she sees a body, doesn't get an opportunity at the shot, and misses the second. That is beautifully done by Black Dragons as they dance around Carr, and the bomb will be able to go down as a consequence. Isa comes on in from short and will find 2 to the tally. It's a 3v3 in the post block. That's a brutal grenade to force her back further, but something that's really prevalent here is there's no util left for Black Dragon, so they start to make very risky plays, and so far it has not paid off. Anna cut down where she stands, and a 3v2 ensues, but that timer is still ticking.
Oh, they catch a player at the backside, and
they
Insane
blocked
does swing. Oh, and Silent now grabs the follow-up, leaving just Olga in a 1 versus 1 now, and the time is ticking. Even with the kill, I'm not too sure if she will have it. We would have to find out. Oh, it's so insanely close.
Oh my
But
goodness!
She does find the fuse, but oh lord, it's again FURIA winning a round, but on the back of it being so incredibly close, too close for comfort.
That's why Olga's got a 1.41 rating, though, for plays like this. Dancing around with Sign-On and steals away the defuse. My goodness, my heart is racing right now, Veronique. This has been such an entertaining series. We were both expecting a whitewash, but we have been given a golden goose of carnage here on Mirage and us too. Lay now, again, looking to regain this interesting hybrid entry role that she's gone for. And Lay, I believe, is the IGL for this Black Dragon squad. It's something we've not talked about much, and we won't have a chance to do so just yet, as Anna catches a trade frag, and Mari is just millimeters away from seeing a player through the smoke. But how do you solve a problem like Mari? Certainly not like that. She's going to find the golden double, and that is a huge play for FURIA. Olga spinning on in and spins the jaw of Insane. He's just late in the 1v3, and she won't be able to win game lead away out of this one.
It's rough. Just oh, and
Goodness me.
that even revealed her position, so it's rough. And slowly, FURIA only 3 rounds away from winning their own map pick, but of course on the back of sealing Black Dragons' map of Dust 2, which, by the way, went double OT. You can see the scoreline up on top, 22-18. But yeah, FURIA now have set bit of a different pace here in the second half after, of course, first half was being close, but it feels like the momentum is shifting back in FURIA's favor. Already a very good, solid comeback after they were 6-1, but now things are looking very different.
Yeah, they certainly are. Babs is still on the case with that Desert Eagle, doing good damage to Olga and Connector as she was flashed off. But damage for now is all she'll net, as that is another devious bomb plant from the Black Dragon side on their pistols. Very nicely done by Lay there. That is the second time she's called that play, and the second time that it's worked. FURIA, they're regrouping to try and retake that site, and appropriately so. And they are starting to finally mop up these frags. But again, I'm just very impressed with the bomb planting capability of the Black Dragon side. It's just a shame they weren't able to find any kills alongside it, as there's no real economic damage dealt to FURIA there. They will be able to muster themselves a buy together. They've got 4 util, 4 rifles, everything they could need to win a round. With a 5-round deficit at a 14-9 scoreline, it becomes less of a possibility and more of a necessity for Black Dragons to steal this one over the line.
Yeah. This is just very difficult now to do so. And of course, we have to also account the mental game here, because FURIA winning rounds back-to-back and widening the gap, it is a tough job to be up against. Now, don't forget that FURIA, of course, they have a lot of experience now with also the international experience from the lands we've had.
Oh my god.
Man, the lineup as well here for Olga. She's just gonna grab even more frags that we already
perfect read.
Yeah, we already had such an incredible performance on map number 1. She was top fragging, and now, well, she is just 2 kills above her, but both of them are doing a phenomenal job. Now, it does fall, but Olga grabs another, and, well, oh, it's very close. Needs to be careful a little bit. Of course, she is half HP, but they're going to be going on hard to sign here. Oh, there we go.
It's beautiful. That's our second ace.
Yeah, perfect. No, this time, it's on the FURIA side.
Yeah, and it's also on a gun round, which is spelling trouble for the Black Dragon side. Look at that opener. The lineup is pristine for Olga there. She couldn't have asked for a better top mid presence. And, well, with that, it's another investment from Black Dragons. But by God, is it a shaky one in comparison to what it could be. And no doubt the nerves are starting to kick in as well, causing physical shakiness with just how long this series has been going on for. And Car, that's a brutal way to start proceedings.
Sign-in. It's going to be going in dry here towards ramp, and keep in mind, they're
no,
all
Simon,
finding
no!
themselves. Oh, and this is rough. You need to be checking your corners, and suddenly, within the blink of an eye, we have 3 making 4 players that have already fallen. FURIA, they are looking to close it out here. Babs needs the ace clutch, and yes, we have seen her do and make an ace here before, but you could already see a facial expression, the defeat showing as they have a feeling of what is about to happen really soon. Okay, Babs does grab the head of Marie, but is traded by now top fragger Olga. And of course, now FURIA on the back of an OT win on Dust 2 and now a more convincing win on Mirage are your winners here in this opening match of South America.
I mean, man, what a